want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
I think by far the biggest news for America, and there's so much, I can't say the biggest, just some really important thing, right? 2020, what happened in November with Trump and the election? Huge, huge, huge. When you take a nation's ability to govern itself, you effectively shackle it entirely. Who did that shackling? Who's responsible for it? How did it happen? Well, those questions were supposed to be investigated and supposed to be answered. Well, the same people that made it happen made that investigation not happen. Now, here we are in 2022, and we have primary elections that are going on. Now, Kari Lake, who's running for governor in Arizona, really full of piss and vinegar, a firebrand, a firecracker. She says, I checked 4 times. I was not on the early voting list. And guess what showed up in my mailbox? Can you guess? You bet. I can tell you what showed up. I'm sure it was an absentee ballot. The fear about all of the cheating is real, folks, and it's going on. And despite all that, the results are showing that America wants freedom, right? Now, the battle between a rhino sellout, gold-digging piece of work running against Kari Lake. Well, Kari Lake ended up winning, kind of doing a roaring comeback, right? So a Trump-endorsed candidate wins the primary. What else is going on, folks? What are we seeing? Just briefly, right? Right? Trump-endorsed David Farnsworth delivers a smashing blow in the primary election. Rhino, Arizona House Speaker Rusty Bowers gets blown out. So, who is Rusty Bowers? Well, he's the incumbent, but he's a rhino blown out in Arizona. Now, again, we're having ballot issues in Detroit, right? Independent as well as Republican poll challenges claim that at least 50% of the absentee ballots missed the signature verification check mark. Are these ballots going to be counted? Questions, right? Back to Arizona. Attorney General candidate Abe Hamada wins another Trump endorsement. Arizona, Trump endorsed Senate candidate Blake Masters wins. Right? It's huge, folks. Right? The Trump endorsement matters. John Gibbs in Michigan defeats another rhino, Peter Meyer. Right? This guy was one of the Trump impeachers and supporter of Democrats, ousted. America wants freedom. We're starting to see the results. We're fighting back. You should be joining them. You should be applauding them. You should be taking action. Prep to action, folks. Call, write, get involved, right? A rhino Republican group is going after Laura Loomer down in Florida, doing some push-pull attacks. We need to support real candidates that want to put America first, right? I'm not into sloganeering. I'm not into this shit, right? Make America great again. Of course, we want America to be great again, but it had to become a political slogan. Probably go down in history, if this country survives, as one of the greatest slogans ever, right? Now, I wasn't around when it happened, but the term or slogan, I like Ike, for Dwight D. Eisenhower, it's quite a slogan. It's got legs still, right? Back to what's happening. In Missouri, Eric Greitens, who really claimed to have the Trump, shall we say, endorsement, and people were arguing with that. Well, he got beat by Attorney General Eric Schmidt, right? So it's looking like we're seeing just incredible amount of support for America first, and seeing through the lies of rhinos, right? Oh, by the way, Rashida Tlaib in Michigan, one of the jihad squad. Don't worry, she won the Democrat primary for re-election. This is all primary voting, folks, primaries. Right? This is important because the best candidates needed to be selected and picked around the country. The best candidates for freedom. America wants freedom. You want another one? Up in Michigan, Tudor Dixon. She won the Michigan Republican primary. She was Trump endorsed. She's going to go up against Whitmore. We've got nothing but trouble coming, folks. Nothing but coming. Nothing but trouble. Nothing but trouble. The results of these elections are showing me, right, that the people in the Republican Party want freedom. They don't want capitulation. They don't want cooperation. They want to defeat the Democrats and this socialist globalist takeover. This is where we're heading, folks. This is what we need to do, and stand up. We need to stand up and we need to take action. This is very serious, right? This is not a joke. It's not a game. It's not for fun. It's not something to do. It's not a hobby. This is our lives. And I really sat down and thought about that. I thought, what is my life? Right? 52 years on this planet, working, grinding away, right? Buying property, raising a family, trying to live the American dream, you know. What does it matter if you don't have freedom? Right? I know it's all in our head. Do you feel free? Then you're free. If you don't feel free, then you're enslaved. But there are, practical realities to look at. Do I even have the ability to travel? They can say, John, you can travel where you want. But if government and their cronies make life so difficult that you can't, then you're not free. If they say you're free to travel, all you have to do is have enough social credit and make sure your carbon footprint is small. Once again, I'm not free unless I behave a certain way. And then all I'm getting is good little slave pats on the head. You did good. We're going to give you a biscuit. Right? Being allowed to live is not freedom. Doing what you want and having those opportunities not withheld from you, right, is freedom. Is the line fine? Is it hard to see the difference? I don't think so. It's not just the attitude of the mind. It's not just your ability to do things. It's everything. When there's an entity above us proclaiming itself to be sovereign and powerful and saying it can take away or grant anything in our lives, we're living in a state of oppression. Right? When you're free, and you know it. And America wants freedom. The results are showing up in the GOP, the Republican primaries. People are voting for Trump's candidates because of the slogans, America first, make America great again. We all look out, even Democrats, and see the troubles in the world, see the troubles in our country, see the troubles with our economy. It's just, what are you going to do to fix it? What can you do to fix it? What should you do to fix it? They're all personal questions, but they affect all of us, folks. America wants freedom. I ask you to join and fight back. Fight for freedom. And also, of course, be prepared. Go to thepreparedmind.club. Make sure you've got food, water, shelter, clothing, medicine, means of self-defense, solar panels, everything you need, folks, for the troubles ahead. God bless America. Semper Fi.